This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Bandicoots. What are they? It's Friday, November 3rd. That's right. It's Friday. And you know what, Chris? You got to get down on Friday.
So Shannon's favorite PlayStation game is Crash Bandicoot.
No way.
Yes.
Oh, it's a great game.
She played it for several years, and we had it on like a small, not PlayStation system, and we played it together. And she got to a part. She's like, "This is where it was always super hard," and it was probably halfway through the game. We've never beaten it that I know of.
Whoa.
Maybe she has when she was young, when her neurons in her brain were twitching faster than they are now. But
Oh, man. I loved me some Crash Bandicoot back in the day. PlayStation 1, folks. A nice platformer in the 3D
wait, this is the
format.
one that the little like mask would come on the screen and go,
Yeah,
"Hoomaruga."
yeah. The little
so,
tiki mask
Yes,
guy.
Shannon and her brother and sister all have inside jokes about Umanagara or whatever it is. Or yes, they have the brother-sister language of childhood.
Well, speaking of animals, Chris, I talked to a veterinarian. Actually, I talked to two veterinarians. Our beloved friend, Dr. Bo, and my buddy up at church, Dr. Dick Shepard. He and Bo both confirmed that
Teeth?
most vets take care of animals' teeth.
Animal teeth.
But there are specialists for like oral surgery or really extreme things that you can take your animal to. So if your bandicoot needs a root canal, you can go to Dallas, I guess, and get an animal vet on it.
There you go.
All right. Well, guys, we got a great show for you today. It is Friday, and we're going to start today's segment off. It's called Boss Level. And what does that mean? That means it's about to get real silly. And real quiet.
We're gonna have to pause. I don't know what's up.
Oh, no problem.
Did it? Okay.
All right, it's Friday. You know what that means, Chris?
Try it again.
Okay. All right, well, it's Friday, and I think that's enough for Bandicoot talk. Let's open the doors to Boss Level. Yeah, that is so epic. I love that. I love that intro music. I feel like I'm about to go fight in the UFC. Like,
Oh dear.
I know. Let's just break some chairs on somebody. Actually, they don't do that in the UFC. Okay. Well, today is Boss Level, Chris, and let's go ahead and join in and see what's going on with our heroes, conveniently named Chris and Aaron. Here we go. Welcome to Boss Level, the strangely named ongoing antics of Chris and AP in Giantland as they work to obtain the coveted Taco Tuesday machine. They've been stopped by a myriad of creatures along the way who are all strangely curious. Now, as they work their way through the castle, they are burdened with a new companion, a painting of a tiger wearing a crown standing on a hill trying to meet other lady tigers in nearby halls.
A king tiger?
Yeah, he's a king. He's looking for love. On top of that, Chris is still carrying around a fully cooked turkey and remains shoeless. Now, we check in on them as they fake their way through the halls of the castle dressed as butlers.
This turkey is getting heavy. Where'd my cart go?
I don't know. That's a good question. We
ran really fast.
Bustle.
I must have just lost it.
Well, yeah.
I have this painting here too.
It's getting hot. It's getting hot down here.
Quiet, you.
Hey, yeah. Chris, we are walking around with like way too much stuff to look like butlers. We look more like movers.
That's a good point. We need to find a place to put this turkey and painting.
Hey, I heard that.
Oh.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking, Chris. Let's just throw the painting in that closet over there, and let's leave the turkey in the middle of the floor. I know, right? Not a great place to leave a turkey, but it'll distract people long enough for us to figure out what to do.
Okay. Let's put the turkey down right over here. No, that's not a bad idea.
Clink.
And this painting, what if we get like silly string and attach it to the sides of it and put it next to the closet, and I have it attached to a string that when we run away, it'll automatically shoot silly string out into the air like a party's happening. Okay. So It'll be really distracting for anybody walking by.
I think that's a great idea. Let's do that. But now I'll never meet any tiger ladies on hills.
But you'll be covered in silly string. I'll be all right, Tiger.
Okay, well, not with that attitude, buddy. Come on. Well, let's sit.
All right.
All right, turkey
Sit
sit
down here,
down.
Tiger. Silly string attaching this. A pull string. All right, it's ready.
All right, perfect. At this point, our tuxedoed heroes see a double door with a sign that says Tower of Treasures. They look at each other and determine this is truly the best place to check next. However, just as they pull on the door handle, a strange noise is heard behind them. Hey!
Aaron, what do you need?
What? No, that wasn't me. I thought that was you.
What? No, not me.
It was me, you dingbats.
Oh.
Yeah, that fully cooked turkey you've been hauling around. That was just me being super lazy. I walked into this castle too, and you've been hauling me around for days now. Did I say I walked? I meant I wanted. Silly me. Anyways, looks like your goose is cooked now.
Oh no.
You mean our turkey's cooked?
A turkey?
You mean our turkey's cooked? Yeah, good one, Beardy. Yeah, I've been waiting for this moment for weeks now. Hey, fully cooked turkey guy, you can't boss us around. All right, we eat turkey for breakfast. Well, you've never met a turkey like me. At this moment, the turkey pulls out 2 squirt guns full of gravy and points them menacingly at Chris and AP. Where were those squirt guns? Anyways, now, if you don't want to get basted, or as I call it, wasted, you'll back away from those doors and lay down on the floor with your hands behind your back. No way, man. We made it too far for this.
And we don't compromise with turkeys.
Fine. Have it your way. Take this.
Ah!
The turkey fires his squirt guns full of nasty gravy at AP
Oh.
and Chris. But in that moment, they are shielded by an unknown magical source.
What's
and
happening?
gravy ricochets back onto the turkey, causing him to be extra delicious in that moment.
Oh dear.
No, I've been basted. I'm more delicious than ever. That was amazing, Chris. How did you do that?
I don't know. I didn't. I don't think I did.
No.
I don't. Did you? Was that you?
No, I don't have mind powers. Man, if it wasn't you, then who was it?
I don't know.
At that moment, a mouse wearing a top hat comes from a small crack in the wall, eating some cheese, and says, "Now, about this Taco Tuesday machine." And you'll have to join us next week to see what happens next on Boss Level. We need a new name for this segment.
Adventure level.
Adventure time. Anyways, good times, Chris. That was interesting. Who would have thought that turkey was alive and just being really lazy the whole time?
He's waiting for his opportune moment.
Well, speaking of opportune moments, this next moment will bring us to this day in history. All right, Chris, let me give you an opportunity here. Would you like to share with our listeners what happened on this day in 1954?
On this day in 1954, the first Godzilla movie is released.
That's amazing.
The Japanese science fiction movie starring a mutated monster of the same name became an instant hit. In fact, he'd go on to fight a lot of folks, including America's own King Kong, but Godzilla couldn't take him. In fact, they remade the movie a few years ago, and it was awesome, but instead of a showdown, the two monsters band together to defeat an out-of-control Mecha Godzilla.
Wait, they made a Godzilla robot called Mecha Godzilla?
That's what I'm reading.
That sounds so fun. Did you see the new King Kong versus Godzilla movie?
I have not.
It's actually really, really good.
I saw the first of the new ones with Bryan Cranston for 5 minutes.
Yes.
And then I saw the King Kong with John C. Reilly.
They tricked us into seeing it.
And then and then I did not see the third,
It was great. Really.
where they banded together to fight something else.
All 3 of the newest Godzilla movies are really fun. Yes. So there you go. A ringing endorsement from
Fun, action.
fun, silly action. Yep, exactly. And the CGI is great. Also, on this day in history, the Russians launched a dog into space. The Soviet Union launches the first animal to orbit the Earth into space, a dog named Laika, Laika, aboard the Sputnik 2 spacecraft.
as we do almost every episode, we should reference Lakitu here. This
it does look like Lakitu.
Almost the spelling of an animal creature above the earth.
In a cloud. Yeah.
I mean, as the ship went up into the sky, I'm sure there's a huge cloud of explosion.
Yeah. The amount of power. You ever thought about the amount of power it would take to get something
to leave Earth?
Yeah, to leave Earth, the power in that. Dr. McGee was making a point the other day. He said, if a rocket takes that much power, imagine what the power of prayer looks like. If you could bottle that up, way more powerful.
There you go.
Well, I think that'll do it for this day in history. That's right. All right. Today's question of the day is, would you rather be the greatest chef in the world, or would you rather be the most famous food taster in the world? Take a moment and discuss this. Well, Chris, I don't know.
I know.
You do?
I know.
You instantly know
what I would want to be.
Let me hear it. Hit me.
The greatest chef.
Oh, really? You enjoy the, because I feel like with chef, you have to enjoy the process of cooking.
If
food
I'm
taster,
the
you're
greatest,
just enjoying.
If I'm the
food.
greatest chef in the world, then I know that what I make will taste good, which overshadows all of the work to get there.
Oh, that's interesting. Do you think there are people who enjoy the process, like the creation process of cooking, more than they enjoy the actual eating?
I used to do that a lot. I used to really enjoy cooking. I don't enjoy cooking every single day, but I used to enjoy, like, here's a new recipe I've never made before.
Let's whip something
Can
together.
I make that? Someone else has made this. That means I can probably make it with my own hands.
Man, well, I'm spoiled because I live with a person who I think likes to cook and does it.
She
for
did
a living.
have a whole business for cooking.
I mean, I'm not sure if she likes cooking or not, but she's really good at it. That is my wife. Yes, my wife. I always joke around and call her the what's the old action movie where the guy's like, I got a MacGyver. I always say she's the MacGyver of the kitchen. She's like, I got a ball of yarn, some pasta, and a thumbtack. Let me see what I can make.
It's actually my favorite type of cooking nowadays because it's the cheapest,
Yeah.
but we have on hand.
Yeah.
And usually it's fast because we were like, oh no, it's 5 o'clock and we want to eat now.
It's so great.
And so we pick up something together and it's we make the food.
Well, shout out to Power Meal Prep. You're doing a great job. And also thank you for dinner every day. You're the best. All right. Great talk today, Chris. Well, let's take a quick break and check in with our dad joke correspondent on location. Take it away, Wes.
Pirate.
What do you call a mouse found in a pastry?
Pirate.
A pirate. That's not the joke. All right. Well, you keep that up, Wes, and we'll be sailing the 7 seas of laughter.
Great joke.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go ahead and land the plane for the week. That'll take us to today's word of wisdom. That's right. This is probably the most consistent part of our show as we've been going through Proverbs. We're now in chapter 25, verses 4 through 5. If you're new to the show, Chris reads the New Living Translation and I read the Amplified. So take it away, Chris.
All right. Remove the impurities from silver, and the sterling will be ready for the silversmith. Remove the wicked from the king's court, and his reign will be made secure by justice.
Amplified says, take away the dross from the silver, and there comes out the pure metal for a vessel for the silversmith to shape. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne will be established in righteousness. Interesting, those two comparisons there. I learned through analogies, so it helps me learn that way. All right, Chris, well, that's going to do it for today. Why don't you hit the closing music button? And actually, yeah, it'll do it for the week now that I'm thinking about it. Boy, we sure did have a fun week. We laughed, we cried, we lifted heavy things, we mowed yards. Not on the show, but we did laugh. Actually, I don't think I cried this week, though. I did cry a happy tear. Anyways, because parting is such sweet sorrow. And we're done for the week. So, anyways, thank you guys all for listening. Thank you again to our friend Coach Kevin for the What Is It You'd Say You Do Around Here segment. Appreciate you, man. And yeah, if you guys like what you're hearing, share it with your friends, share it on social media, rate us and review us on your podcast app. But most importantly, keep coming back.
And we thank you for listening, and we hope you make it
another
great
day. See you next week.